Belly fat is the hardest to lose, so today we're talking about the best ab exercises to finally get rid of it. But here's the thing, crunches, planks, and leg raises, none of them burn belly fat, not even close. Because the real reason belly fat won't go away has nothing to do with your abs at all. I've lost belly fat without doing a single ab exercise. To understand this, we have to understand the difference between muscle and fat. Muscle is a type of tissue that helps produce movement, whereas fat is just stored energy, and it's stored for survival purposes. Think of it like a savings account. It's there in case you need it later. These are two completely different types of tissues, and they work in completely different systems. Fat does not turn into muscle, and vice versa. And one thing to note is working out a muscle does not directly cause fat loss in the area. When you exercise a muscle group, for example the abs, you break it down to a microscopic level, and that stimulus gives the muscle a reason to get stronger and grow, and as a result, it becomes bigger and stronger. However, fat, as I mentioned, is stored by the body as energy, and it's only used when there's an actual need for it. Meaning, if you happen to eat less energy than your body needs, your body will pull energy from the stored body fat to cover for energy expenses as a result of your body functioning. And if your body pulls energy from fat consistently over time, the amount of fat in your body will obviously decrease. The body primarily stores fat in the midsection, which is primarily your belly, love handles, hips, thighs, and butt. Men dominantly store it around their midsection, whereas women dominantly store it around their hips, thighs, and butt. But body fat storage can also vary from individual to individual. And since this video is about belly fat, I'm going to focus on that. So far, we know that muscle and fat work in completely different systems. We also know that the body needs a reason to pull stored energy from fat, which is unknowingly stored in the belly. And since exercising a muscle just targets the muscle itself without affecting the fat directly in the area, it doesn't make sense for us to do any ab exercises in order to try and lose belly fat. So then what can we do? To understand this, let's understand how the body utilizes fat for energy and where it pulls the fat from. The body pulls fat first from the most metabolically active areas and regions with smaller, less stubborn fat deposits. This means you typically see fat loss in your face, your neck, your upper chest, and your extremities, which are your arms and your legs first. The lower belly and the love handles are usually the last to go because of a difference in cellular receptors as well as blood flow to the area. Fat cells have two primary receptors that dictate how stubborn they are. There's the beta-2 receptor, which is not as stubborn, whereas the alpha-2 receptor signals are much more stubborn. And that's because it signals the fat cell to hold on to its energy reserves, aka fat. The fat that goes first has a high ratio of beta-2 receptors, making it a little bit easier to burn, and stubborn belly fat and love handles have a higher concentration of alpha-2 receptors, which obviously makes it more stubborn. Now, this does not mean belly fat is impossible to get rid of at all. We can look at natural bodybuilders, for example. They diet to incredibly lean levels and their belly fat is completely gone. But notice something, by the time they get there, their face is gaunt, their arms are stringy, and their legs lost size too. Because remember, your body already burned through the easy fat first. Your face, your neck, your limbs. So if you're still carrying belly fat, that means your body hasn't run out of options yet. It still has those non-stubborn areas to pull from. And the only way to force it to lose the stubborn belly fat is to just keep going. This basically means you'll lose your belly fat later on as you keep losing weight. Keep the deficit and get leaner than you need to. Now, this does not mean you have to get as lean as bodybuilders to lose belly fat. Bodybuilders get down to 4 to 10% body fat on stage, which is an extreme level of leanness. But your belly actually goes flat way before that, around 16 to 20% for men, and about 25 to 30% for women. Bodybuilders just keep dieting past that point because they want their abs fully diced, not just flat. But you just need to get to the point where your belly fat's flat, and once you hit that range, boom, belly fat's gone. So let's recap. Ab exercises don't burn belly fat, they just build the muscle underneath it. Fat loss only happens in a deficit, and your body gets rid of the easy fat first, which is your face, your extremities, which is your arms and your legs, and your neck, before it loses a meaningful amount of belly fat. So just keep going past that point, and eventually your belly will become flat too. Now, if you're wondering how to actually stick to that deficit without quitting halfway through, that's a whole video on its own. And I've already got one coming, so make sure you're subscribed for that. And by the way, if you're struggling to lose weight no matter what diet you try, there's a link in the description that you can use to book a free call with me. It's basically a call where I explain how I can help you solve that problem. You don't have to click it or anything, but it is there if you want to check it out. So that's it for this video. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. If you have a question about the video, drop them in the comment and I'll get back to you with answers. If you're struggling to lose weight and you want me to cover a certain topic, go ahead and drop them in the comments as well and I'll make a video on it. Until next time, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you. Bye.